All right, guys, the Utah Jazz advance. It's a gentleman's sweep, although it really was just a sweep with Donovan Mitchell in the lineup. This is the Hoops Nerd postgame show. What an impressive showing from the Jazz. The number one seed. Really, you've got to consider this a sweep because when Donovan Mitchell was on the floor, the Jazz were unbeatable. The Grizzlies had no answer for the Utah Jazz in this series with Donovan Mitchell on the floor. As a final send-off to the Grizzlies, Ja Morant, you're incredible. If you're a Grizzlies fan, you've got a player that you can be really excited about. He showed that he is a guy that you can build a contender with. Now you've got to fill out the roster with other guys. Let's get in focus here. Jaren Jackson is a question mark to me a little bit. How good can he be? We know that he has tools and there is upside there. He's got size. He shows nice kind of movement and athleticism for how big he is. And we know about the shooting, but he needs to develop. And I know that he's kind of missed out on some development time because he's been injured so many different times. But he has the tools. It's just, can Memphis develop him, or can he become part of a trade to bring in another guy? The Memphis Grizzlies have a lot of pieces. Kenny, bye Brooks. Yes, bye Brooks. Since the series is over, we'll just kind of look at the Grizzlies and what they need to do for the future for a little bit, and then let's talk about the Jazz of Utah. Memphis needs to figure out if they want to develop their guys or if they want to package a lot of these guys to bring someone else back. There's always going to be some star who's disgruntled somewhere else that may want to find a new home. Can you package Jaren Jackson and Desmond Bane and Dillon Brooks and maybe someone else and send him to Washington with picks and bring back Bradley Beal or something like that? Is that something that you're interested in if you're the Grizzlies? Or are you more interested in developing Jaren Jackson and letting these guys kind of figure things out? But the Grizzlies are a playoff team now. And so what they need to do is build from where they're at to get to the next level. It's hard to do. This is really, in a lot of ways, the hardest part is once you have this level, how do you get to the next step? And that's what's so impressive about what Utah's done is how they've continually improved every single season. Key himself used $2, used a lawnmower 4.0 on Audrey. Just kidding. Take less threes, please. JC, take less threes, please. We've got to go get Audrey. Holy crap, Jordan Crabtree. Holy smokes, my dude. Key himself, you're right though. Audrey needs a cut. I'm not going to use the Manscaped on Audrey though. That would be it's not a dogscape. The Hammer, welcome to the channel. Jordan Crabtree. Holy smokes, my friend. Holy smokes. Thank you, sir. $50. Thank you, sir. Guess what? That's going to the channel and that's going to help this thing build and grow, but I appreciate it, Jordan. You are an incredible man. An incredible donator. I appreciate it. I can't even say. You guys don't have to do that. I am at a loss for words, but thank you, Jordan. You're amazing. The Hammer, welcome to Rookie. We got a new guy on our team. His name's The Hammer. He's like Desmond Bane. He's shooting 45% from three. Can he get to the rotation? Can he work his way up? I don't know, but we're glad to have you, Hammer. Zintas, $10. Guys, thank you so much. I can't believe it. It's a celebration tonight. Zintas, thank you. The Grizzlies are going fishing. Nice win for the Jazz. James, I got a Manscaped 4.0 razor today. Thank you, Zintas. Guys, we might have done it. I got to talk. I think his name's Pablo at Manscaped. We had to get 10 in this month. We've got 3 days left. So if anyone wants one, go do it in the next 3 days. But Zintas, thank you. Thank you so much, my friend. We'll see if we get this contract. I'm trying to earn my way. Trying to earn my contract. You guys are incredible, though. All of you, amazing. You're amazing. So anyways, that's really all I got to say about the Memphis Grizzlies. Ja Morant really is legit, though. You've got that guy that you can build around. Can you keep going? Can you put pieces around him that work? Is Jonas Valanciunas the long-term answer? Is Jaren Jackson? They were not even close to good enough to beating the Utah Jazz at full strength. With Donovan Mitchell, they were not able to, honestly, the Jazz were just unbeatable against the Grizzlies, at least. The Grizzlies had no answer for everything that the Jazz did. All right, that's all we got to say about the Grizzlies. Shout out to the Grizzlies, but goodbye, sayonara to Dillon Brooks, and I'm just happy that he didn't injure anybody with his craziness. Goodbye to Dillon Brooks for a long time. All right, guys. We've got a breaking news coming up at ya. This important PSA is brought to you by Manscaped.com. This is your pubic service announcement, and the news you've all been waiting for. The Manscaped engineering team has confirmed that they have successfully created the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, which is now available for purchase in the USA and Canada. I used it today. I am clean and shorn from top to bottom, my face, and other areas that you don't want to think about probably. This new trimmer was just released only moments ago, but also on May 5th, and we are one of the first to get our hands on it and share the news. Join over 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code HoopsNerd at manscaped.com. Let's see. Did I mention wireless charging? The Lawnmower 4.0's new wireless charging system uses electromagnetic induction, which can help battery length last longer. It's amazing. Go get one. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code HoopsNerd at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. And use code HoopsNerd. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Key himself, I bought 2 of the 4.0 so you can get it. Oh my gosh, Key. You're the freaking champion of the channel. Thank you, sir. If that's what you did, I appreciate it. And thank you for the donation. I appreciate it very, very much. Let's talk about the Utah Jazz. There's a lot to say, really. There's things that I'm worried about, Mike Conley, and then there's things to be really happy about. If you go to SLC Dunk, I wrote an article about what Donovan Mitchell does for this team, and it was in full effect tonight. Donovan Mitchell, when he's on the floor, everyone else is better on the team. And you can go look at the stats from game 1 to the rest of the game. It's kind of mind-boggling. And I know it's small sample size and kind of a big duh, but Donovan Mitchell makes everyone better. So I was looking at the advanced stats on NBA.com. Donovan Mitchell is number 2 on this team in assists and in potential assists. Mike Conley's number 1. Donovan Mitchell averages 8 potential assists a game. He gets 4.3, so 50% of his potential assists are going in. Mike Conley has 16.5 potential assists in the game. He's incredible, guys. Mike Conley's been better than we even realize in a lot of ways. DW 199. What have I been telling y'all? DW was right. Jazz might be going all the way. I think I believe it. So anyways, Donovan Mitchell on the floor, he's moving the ball. Why is that a big deal? Because Donovan Mitchell against the Grizzlies was penetrating without anyone that could stop him. At will, Donovan Mitchell was getting to the rim and moving that ball and scoring. Last game, he had, I think it was 13 free throws and 8 assists. Tonight, Donovan Mitchell had 10 assists. He only took three free throws, but that's because he made every single shot he took. He was 11 for 16 from the field and 5 for 8 from 3, 62%. That's fiery hot. And that's 30 points for Donovan Mitchell, 10 assists. When Donovan Mitchell is playing like that, 30 points plus 30 for the game to lead the Jazz. Holy smokes. And only 29 minutes, 30 points in 29 minutes. That's crazy town, how good that is. I can't describe to you how good that is. That's so good. But Donovan Mitchell just absolutely giving us all a spiritual experience on the floor with how well he's playing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The hammer, $10. Thank you, sir. For the emoji, that's really a clever one. I appreciate it. The hammer time. And Enrique Jarque, is that 99 pesos? Gracias, amigo. Although I don't know. Is that 99 pounds? I don't know what that symbol is. But Eduque Jarque, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. We accept all currency on this channel. I don't know. I think I embarrassed myself by thinking that was pesos, but it's not. I don't think. Maybe it is. Who knows? But Eduque, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I don't know conversions about things I don't know. So anyways, but what I do know conversions about is Donovan Mitchell's percentages, and he was converting 62% of his three-point shots tonight. Unreal. The game looks like it's slowing down for him in a way that like I've never seen with Donovan Mitchell. And it makes me wonder two things. One, is he a little slow with the ankle and it's almost like this little benefit? Like, is he James J. Braddock from Cinderella Man? Just kind of had this injury and it forced him to... We're out of focus. Is he James J. Braddock, the Cinderella Man, who has to figure out his weaknesses when he breaks his hand and he figures out how to improve? Is that what it is? Because he's just slowing down and making the right read and the right play? Maybe Donovan Mitchell is the Utah Jazz Cinderella Man and he just kind of took another level with his injury. Maybe because he's slowed down, or maybe he just saw something from the bench and figured it out and he's just watching and making the right read and play. Either way, it's what he's doing. 10 assists is incredible in 29 minutes with 30 points. He didn't even crack 30 minutes. It's really, really good. Donovan Mitchell is superstar right now. Superstar level. Robert Hall, $2. Game over. Thank you, sir. And also Robert Hall, $2. DW is right. Jazz going all the way. Robert, thank you so much. I'm sorry I missed it the first time. My apologies. But thank you. You guys are incredible. Yes, got to use that lawnmower trimmer on the fuzzy camera, my dude. I might get a new one. So this is the, if you guys want to do a YouTube channel, this is the Logitech. I think they're called the C920. It's pretty standard webcam. We might try another one. I might even actually go for a DSL camera. We'll see. But things are going, I don't know. The ghosts of Grizzlies past are affecting my lights and my camera, and I don't know why. Anyways, Donovan Mitchell, that was the first thing. Number two, Rudy Gobert has been just incredible this series. And if he wasn't in foul trouble in game one, this would have been a sweep, even without Donovan Mitchell playing in game one. Tonight, Rudy Gobert, Rudy Gobert, 10 of 13 from the field, 76%, 15 rebounds. He had 23 points for the game, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Just dominant from Rudy with 3 blocks and only 1 turnover. Rudy Gobert is just getting better by the game. And one thing I noticed with Rudy Gobert in these series, and it's why the narrative that Rudy gets played off the floor is honestly ridiculous, because what it is actually the opposite. Rudy Gobert plays against these teams and he just kind of figures them out as he goes. You know, game one, Valanciunas kind of got one on Rudy a little bit, but Rudy just adjusts. He just learns like, okay, so he's doing this. Next game, I'm doing this. And then the next game he adds on and he does other things to the point where you're beating the team by 30 points at the end of the series. This Jazz team has a legitimate chance to win the title because, one, Rudy Gobert is going to figure it out against everyone he plays, and 2, the Jazz have the right makeup of a team around him with 4 shooters, a superstar in Donovan Mitchell who can get to the rim and facilitate for others, and Mike Conley who plays off of Donovan Mitchell and is shooting an insane percentage from 3 and averaging 10 assists per game. It's just an incredible formula for the Jazz with this team makeup. It's incredible. And then they go to the bench and you have Jordan Clarkson and George Niang and Joe Ingles, who are all shooting high percentages from 3 and also all playmakers. By the way, Derek Favors has taken it to another level. Like, Derek Favors was saving it for the playoffs apparently. And I'm all here for it because guess what? If you have Derek Favors playing like this and all he has to play is 10 to 12 minutes with Rudy Gobert, boom, you've got yourself a championship contender. I'm getting excited as I speak to you right now. It's insane how good this Jazz team has potential to be. And I see people mentioning Dallas and the Clippers. While I was writing the SLC Dunk recap for this game, I was actually watching that game as well. Dallas won, and I think Utah can beat Dallas pretty, I don't know if it'll be a sweep, but Utah can beat Dallas. They can. And honestly, the Clippers struggle with Dallas. Why can't Utah beat the Clippers? Utah has all the weapons to beat anyone. You've got Rudy Gobert, who takes away the most important shot of the game, the at the rim. You want all your shots at the rim, and Rudy Gobert takes them away. So it forces teams to be a three-point shooting team. And if you don't shoot the three well, if you're a team that just doesn't have that capability, good luck. And if you have players have an off night and Utah just shoots their average, like tonight, Utah didn't even shoot that, out of this world. They shot 38% from 3 as a team, the Jazz did tonight. And they destroyed them. So what happens when Utah shoots 45% from three or has one of those nights? They're unbeatable. They really are. Utah has figured it out at the perfect time. They are moving the ball. Donovan Mitchell has acclimated back. They're ready to go. Now, let's get to the other thing that I'm nervous about. Fidel Lopez, 199. Dallas will win. PG is cursed. You might be right, Fidel. And thank you very much, Fidel, for the 199. Thank you so much, my friend. Mike Conley leaves the game in the first quarter. He leaves the game at the end of the second quarter, does not return in the second half. We saw the quote, and I'll read it to you. This is from Ryan Miller. If you're on Twitter, go follow Ryan Miller. Really nice guy. I've been in the huddle with him a couple times. Really nice guy. So go give shout out to Ryan Miller, by the way. And also Andy Larson, Tony Jones as well. All those guys have been very kind to me. The other Trib Jazz writer? What's his name? I forgot. I'm sorry, but all of them have been really nice guys. Also Aaron Falk with the Jazz, also nice guy. Shout out to those people. Super nice people in the huddle when you're trying to cover a Jazz game or just, journalism in general. Lame upload, $5. Jazz vs. Suns, take out CP3 again. Well, guess what? We might, because that's in the Western Conference Finals, and we'll find out. But the Jazz, I completely agree, Lame upload. Utah can get to this Western Conference Finals. Things are breaking really nicely for Utah. Really nice. A dinged up Luka Doncic, a dinged up CP3, dinged up Anthony Davis. LeBron looks not great. The Clippers just look like they're very, very beatable. Things are going really well for the Utah Jazz. Things are going really well. Now, Mike Conley. I was going to read this quote. I got sidetracked. So Ryan Miller, I sidetracked myself. Mike Conley said he felt a tug in his hamstring at the end of the first quarter. It kept getting sorer and sorer as he played on it. With how the game was going, the team came to the decision to sit him out the rest of the game. So, not a great sign. That's not something you want to hear, but it's not as bad as maybe it could have been. It sounds kind of precautionary. Thank goodness the Jazz won this game in 5 games, and this is not going to play the Grizzlies in Memphis, because now Mike Conley can rest. How bad is it? Well, it's not great. Would you like to have him leaving games early? No, I would not like that. That is not a choice I would choose if someone was asking me whether I wanted to happen. But is it that bad? I don't actually get the feeling it's that bad. And Mike Conley's a warrior, so that guy is going to come back. The Jazz are going to play. Let's just hope that the Clippers win the next one, and then the next one goes long. And so that the Jazz get a bunch of rest. Mike Conley can be put on ice. The Jazz can work with him to help that hamstring just get better. Robert Hall, $2 again. Thank you, sir. Danny Ainge loves James the Mormon. Go Jazz. Yeah. By the way, I made that joke on Twitter because there's a guy here in Utah who goes by James the Mormon. And someone said James the Mormon will sing something for Damian Lillard to come to Utah. And I was like, well, I don't know if I love that name, but I guess I'm willing to talk with Dame Lillard if he wants to. Wouldn't all of you be willing to talk with Damian Lillard if he I don't know. I can't even speak English. But thank you, Robert Hall, for the $2. Anyways, I think the Jazz are being precautionary, but they're being precautionary because Mike Conley said he's feeling a tug and soreness. And that sucks. I don't know how you fix that completely. But the thing is, every team's dealing with injuries. Like we said, CP3, it looked like he separated his shoulder the other night. I don't know if it completely separated, but every team's dealing with injuries. AD now has a strained groin. That's pretty bad. I'd probably prefer Conley's, but that's about the same type of thing, I'm guessing. And AD didn't play the last game, and the Lakers got smoked. Luka Doncic has that sore kind of bum left shoulder a little bit, and so he's struggling. Every team's got injuries. Joel Embiid on the Sixers is got a slight meniscus tear. So if the Utah Jazz can just figure out how to just kind of limp through these playoffs, lean on Donovan Mitchell and get there, you've got a real shot to win this title. And honestly, we've learned that Donovan Mitchell, he's the man. He really is the man. But if Mike Conley is playing, it really makes this Jazz team championship contenders. Brian Corzo, $5. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Brian. So good to be a Jazz fan. Thanks, James, for your consistent dedication and for being a real Jazz fan. Go Jazz. I am. I'm trying to grow this channel to be both Jazz and national so we can grow a bigger, base, but always Jazz. Always Jazz. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it very much. DW 199, gotta beat the best to be the best. Dallas, LA, who cares? I agree, actually, DW. Like, I actually kind of feel like the Jazz can take out the Mavericks. I feel like that's probably the team you want to go because I don't think Dallas can guard Utah for a 7-game series. I think Utah figures them out like they figured out Dallas. Like, who's guarding Donovan Mitchell? You know, they're not going to put Luka on him. And they don't really have any elite defenders on that team. That's why I probably prefer Dallas, but I think the Jazz can be either one. Justin Ty H, just in time. Fun fact, and thank you, $4.99. Thank you, sir. Tonight's going crazy. Thank you, guys. Fun fact, when Royce hits 3 or more three-pointers, the Jazz are 29-6. That's why you're a hoops nerd, Justin. Thank you. I'm going to remember that. I'm stealing that. Right when Royce hits 3 or more three-pointers, the Jazz are 29-6. I love it. And we've talked about Royce O'Neal. We've talked about it. If Royce O'Neal is hitting his 3, the Jazz are unguardable. They really are. You know, Donovan Mitchell, option 1. They can do things to take the ball out of Mitchell's hands. They can double team. He'll swing that ball. It might go to Mike Conley or Bojan Bogdanovic. They'll swing to that guy. And then at that point, the open man is typically going to be Royce O'Neal. If Royce O'Neal is hitting 50% of his threes like he's been doing in this series, what do? You can't do anything. And Royce looks confident. Oh, yeah, Justin Ty, sorry, 30-6 now. 30-6. That's an awesome stat, Justin. Awesome stat. That's fantastic. And it just shows, like, Royce is an integral part of this team. And he had a big game tonight. Royce was like flying around. He looks healthier to me than he's looked in a while. Rested. Having that rest between games helps Royce O'Neal as much as anyone because he's not exhausted, because he's the one guarding Ja Morant and Dillon Brooks, and he'll be the one guarding Luka Doncic. And so having Royce get that rest is a big deal. But if you have Royce guarding those guys and then have a night like he did tonight where he went 7 for 11 from the field and 3 for 7 from 3, 42%, that is just monster, including 6 rebounds and 4 steals. Royce was a monster tonight. He was absolutely a stud. Absolutely fantastic. Alec Ingram, welcome to Rookie. We got a new rookie ready to develop and grow with the team. Welcome, Alec, to the channel, baby. Anyways, we've got to give a big shout out to Royce O'Neal. Fantastic. And also Mrs. O'Neal, who's one of the nicest ladies out there. She's fantastic. But shout out to Royce O'Neal, who has just been an absolute beast for this team. And finally, Bojan Bogdanovic, who, you know, no one's going to say a lot about him, but tonight, Bojan Bogdanovic quietly had 17 points, shot 3 for 6 from 3, 50%, and 6 for 14 from the field. Bojan plays, I think Bojan actually, in a lot of these games, has averaged more minutes than anyone. One reason is that Bojan on the floor he spreads that floor and he creates open shots for Donovan. So Donovan, when Bojan's on the floor, there's just that extra space, and then it allows Donovan to take advantage of one of his biggest advantages, which is his speed and his first step and his ability to get to the rim. Having Bojan on the floor just spreads that floor. The same thing with Royce O'Neal. You know, so if you've got Royce in one corner and Bojan in the other, and then you have Mike Conley playing on the wing, and then Rudy Gobert setting the screen, and Donovan Mitchell with his speed, it's just incredibly difficult to guard. And because Donovan Mitchell is passing that ball, it's lights out. I mean, 4 or 5 assists a game from Donovan Mitchell is massive, with, like we said, the 8 potential assists per game. Unbelievable. And then when you have Mike Conley, who is, before tonight, I don't know what he shot tonight. Well, tonight, what did Mike Conley shoot from 3? Mike Conley was 100% from 3 tonight, 1 for 1. But Mike Conley, with Donovan Mitchell on the floor, was shooting like 62%. So he's probably pushing 70% from 3 when he's playing with Donovan Mitchell. The Jazz just absolutely flames right now. Just flamethrowers. DW, $4.99. Thank you, DW. I'm pumped. Next round, bring them on. Firing on all cylinders. Royce, JC, Donovan, thriving. Love everything about this team all the way. Thank you, DW. Thank you to all the hoops nerds out there being a part of this channel and supporting this and supporting the Jazz. The Jazz are incredible. Audrey's barking. Audrey's excited too. It's fantastic. Jonathan James photo. I'm so hyped. Thank you, sir. Yes. Can Can we give a shout out to the Utah Jazz haters? By the way, that's the other thing. I was listening to, and we will, Jonathan. Thank you. The haters are just going to have to get used to it at this point. Zing, zing, bang, zing. Welcome to the channel, sir. The haters are just going to have to get used to it because this Utah Jazz team is elite. It's elite. Every single player that surrounds Rudy Gobert is either a 40% three-point shooter or an elite playmaker or a combination of the two. Every single one. It's hard to guard. How do you guard it? And now the Jazz have this guy who can go Jordan in the playoffs. He can take on that load. So one of the difficult things in the playoffs is that sometimes your team, play or system kind of breaks down against elite defenders. And you have to have that guy that can overcome it. And the Jazz have that guy in Donovan Mitchell. They do. And then a secondary guy in Mike Conley who's really just figured it out. The Utah Jazz are elite. And if you hate on the Jazz, fine. Who cares? If anything, Jazz fans should just embrace it. If we're the villain, I don't care. Who cares? Sometimes the villain wins. And the villain might win this year. Are we the villain? Maybe. Who cares? I wore black tonight because it was a funeral for the Grizzlies. Embrace the villainy. Embrace it. Become the villain. Enjoy it. Be Thanos. Thanos was the winner of that first movie. And most of them. And in the comics, he wins. Just like that, Utah Jazz snapped their fingers and they're moving to the second round. It's okay. Here's the thing. Support local writers and the channel. Thanks for being here, guys. If the Nationals don't want to watch the Jazz, that's fine. It's fine. Who cares? They're going to have to watch them anyway because this Jazz team is that good. Good luck stopping this Jazz team. Good luck. They're really good. And if you have Mike Conley playing like this, and if he comes back and he can just be healthy enough and the Jazz can just play him 20 to 30 minutes a night and just get elite play out of him playing off of Donovan Mitchell, good luck. Good luck. Pick your poison. Pick your poison. Each poison is lethal. Tonight, the Jazz had just incredible shooting. 50% from three for Bojan Bogdanovic. 42% from three from Royce O'Neal. 62% from three for Donovan Mitchell. 100% from three from Mike Conley. When you have 4 or 5 players shooting like that on the same team and all of those guys being starters, good luck. Oh, by the way, Rudy Gobert, 76% from the field, 10 for 13 with 15 rebounds and 3 blocks. You don't get to shoot at the rim when Rudy Gobert's on the floor. Good luck. Good luck winning with just pure jump shooting and never being able to get comfortable at the rim. Literally never. Never. And the conundrum for other teams. Oh, by the way, Robert Hall, $5. Thank you, sir. You've been incredible. Stephen A. actually called Spida a superstar on ESPN. Shout out to Stephen A. Go watch vid at Jazz landing page. The national media is starting to catch on. Go Jazz. Yeah, Stephen A. actually had that funny comment where he's like, I enjoy my nightlife, but it's looking like I might be in Salt Lake for a few weeks. Yeah, get used to it. We talked about it here too. Make sure that you go and get a library card and get some books. There's a good library in downtown Salt Lake. Lagoon is open. Lagoon's really fun. Go get some Lagoon tickets, Stephen A. Might need to try out some Lagoon. The aquarium with that weird statue. Go try it out. It's pretty cool. The aquarium. Pretty fun. He's going to have to figure it out. Adam Silver does not want the Jazz in the finals. The Nets are the villains. I love this Jazz team so much. Thank you, Levon Panhorst. Thank you, Levon, for the $4.99. Appreciate it. And maybe they don't, but you know what? Good. Too bad. So sad. Here's the thing also, kind of going off of what you're saying, Levon. I think the Jazz can beat the Brooklyn Nets. Who's stopping the Jazz on offense? We talk about the Brooklyn Nets and their incredible big three and their ability to score. Well, the Jazz have an offense that just put up how many points did the Jazz score tonight? They scored almost 50 points in the first quarter. Who on the Grizzlies is stopping this Jazz team? Kyrie's not defending anyone. James Harden's not defending anyone. Kevin Durant's a pretty good defender, but he's not he's coming off a torn Achilles. So I'll challenge him. And then you've got what? I forgot their 3-point shooter. What's his name? I forgot. Not a great defender either. So, and then they gave up Jared Allen, so they don't have a rim protector. Oh, who's stopping Donovan Mitchell on that team? Who? Good luck. I mean, yes, their offense is incredible. Yes, it's fantastic. But the Jazz offense is too, and this offense is going to munch on the Brooklyn Nets. It's absolutely going to munch on them. And guess what? The Jazz have the trump card. They have Rudy Gobert. He sits around the rim, so he will take away a lot of what they want to do at the rim. So you've probably got a situation where you've got just a firefight with two teams with incredible offenses, but because one has Rudy Gobert and one can take away a lot of at the rim shots, it's going to make a difference. So really, really nice setup for the Jazz for this upcoming run. Ryan Mitchell, $5. Thank you, sir. You guys, this has been the most insane night ever. Thanks for all you do. Well, thank you, Ryan, for that. I appreciate it. You guys are incredible. I appreciate you guys a ton. You are what make doing a video at 11:39 Mountain Time super worth it. I appreciate it. You guys are amazing. You know what? I think that's everything I wanted to talk about tonight. Jordan Clarkson was solid from the field tonight, which is nice to see. His three-point shooting wasn't quite perfect, but some of that was having to do last-minute shots or whatever. But 9 for 20 from the field for Jordan Clarkson, 3 for 12 from 3, and the Jazz won by an insane amount. It was never close. George Niang has also been really solid. His three-point shooting has tapered off a tiny bit. You hope he can get back to what he was near the end of the year, but he should hit threes, and he's looked like more and more comfortable than I've ever seen him. The Jazz also got a bad night from Joe Ingles tonight. Well, he was +8. Joe Ingles was fine. Joe doesn't even have to score to help win. 4 assists, 4 rebounds for Joe, but he was 0 for 5 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3. So a bad shooting night for Joe, but he was still a +8. He just helps you win. 1 steal for Joe as well. But we might be seeing more Joe if Mike Conley is hurt, so let's hope that he's okay. He had that one stretch where he was out of his mind. But interesting that Joe's had a few bad games this series, at least shooting wise. Guys, that's all I got to say. It's time to give a shout out to our All-Stars. You guys are the ones who go to the All-Star game. You're the one who drive to the rim or block shots or make your team win, really is what you do. You make this channel work, guys. You guys are amazing. Time to give a shout out. Tonight, let's see. Can I speak correctly? Zintis, thank you, sir. Ezekiel Raisibe, JT Buckets Wardell, Austin R. Grant, editor extraordinaire, Eric C. C is for champion, Kelsey Hamer, the Hammer, Donald Schooley, schooling all y'all, Cody Strictly, the best Strickland, Super Mitt Robach, DW to CB, Darren Williams to Carlos Boozer. Dang it. I'm sorry, Brad. I've ruined everything. Jorge Arrizaga, mi amigo de abajo, Lee Christensen, Shan Therick, Ryan Perry, the legend. Oh, tonight we got another legend. Oh, I can't forget. Justin Tyh, Justin Time, Patrick Akubo, my buddy, Robert Hall. Shout out for all the donations tonight, Robert. Thank you so much. DW as well. All of you with their donations. Justin, your donation, all of your, everyone is incredible. All you guys are amazing. I can't say enough. DW, Jazz going all the way. I just got to give another shout out for these just insane donations. You guys are incredible. Thank you again, the Hammer. Thank you again, Key, Zintis. I appreciate it. And also Jordan Crabtree, legend status tonight. Thank you, Jordan Crabtree. You are legend. Thank you. The legend of Jordan Crabtree tonight. Let's see. Oh, I don't want to miss anyone. Joseph Sakir, $5, 4 down, 12 more to go. That is right. Championship time, baby. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate it so much. Will Bowden, $2. Got any insider updates on Conley? Like I said, go to Ryan Miller's Twitter. Thank you for the $2, Will, by the way. Go to Ryan Miller on Twitter. He's the KSL reporter. Or you could basically go to any. It sounds like it's a little precautionary, but there was some tightness. So let's just hope that Mike Conley gets a lot of recovery. Can we all put our hamstrings together and tie one together and give it to Mike Conley and donate it? Shout out to everyone who's willing to cut out their own hamstring tonight and give it to Mike Conley. I know I would give him my hamstrings, but they are pathetic. I don't know how much how much better he'd be off with the hamstring like this that's built and looks like cottage cheese and Spam mixed together. That's what my hamstrings are made of. So I don't know if that would do him any good, but I'd be willing to do it, Mike. I know you're not watching. You've got better things to do. But anyways, guys, you are incredible. Just want to support our Independent Hoops Nerd channel. Thanks for doing it, Jordan Crabtree. Jordan, thank you, sir. Thanks to all of you. You guys are incredible. I really appreciate it. You make this a lot of fun, and I love doing it. And let's just keep growing. Let's just keep growing and going. By the way, also, guys, I just so you know, I do manage SLC Dunk. You can go read my recap there. Although we kind of talked a lot about what we did here. And you can see that Ryan Miller tweet on the SLC. You can go see that Ryan Miller tweet, Will, at SLC Dunk, by the way. So go slcdunk.com and you can read the game recap. The recap was the Jazz kicked the Grizzlies' butts. Goodbye to the Grizzlies. Goodbye, Dillon Brooks. Have a good summer. But Utah, the summer's not here even close. Guess what? There might be a parade in Salt Lake City, and that would be incredible. Incredible. Furby Jr., 7K subscribers. Good job, James. Thanks, Furby. Thank you, sir. He can have mine, Jonathan James. Yeah, he can have all of ours. Can you guys all combine them together and give them to him? We need it because we need this title. I need this like badly. So when Nationals complain about the Jazz or anything, you can say, so what? We got a title. So I don't care what you think. All right, guys, that's all I got tonight. You're incredible. Thank you again to all the All-Stars. Thank you to all of you for the support. I appreciate it. It's amazing, incredible. I do this because of you guys, honestly. It's amazing. It's fun. And we're going to continue to grow. We got the new logo and the new video that's coming. I shared the storyboard with starters. If you're a starter, you can go see that storyboard. I messaged the guy. He hasn't got back to me. So maybe he's on vacation. Hopefully he's still alive. Because I would like my video, okay? I want my new intro video. It's a lot of fun. Anyways, guys, you're amazing. I got to end this now. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. Share it on social media. Share it in Reddit, Twitter, all of the places. Share it with your family. Tell them about it. And if you want to be a part of the chat, I'm going to start opening this chat, I think, earlier. It's hard for me. Sometimes I worry. I want to make sure it's, a nice place for everyone. But I want to open up this chat so we're earlier with the chat that, it's even more fun because this chat is my favorite thing. It's actually pretty amazing. So we're going to try to figure it out. I got to watch some YouTube videos on how to do that. Anyways, you guys are incredible. Shout out to all of you. Thanks again. I will talk to you game 1. And maybe we'll do a video beforehand, some sort of preview.